with It's Me Tia, and today I'm gonna debunk a diet myth, the alkaline diet. But firstly, let's try to understand what the diet actually is. Our body has its own pH, or a level of acidity. A pH of less than 7 is considered acid. From 7 to 14, it is considered alkaline or basic. Whereas our normal body pH lies between the range of 7.3 to 7.45. The alkaline dieters believe that acid, as a result of food metabolism, are the ones causing them to become vulnerable to various diseases. Therefore, they suggest to eat more alkaline food to make their blood pH more alkaline. In this way, they believe they are less prone to sickness. Now that we've understood what the diet actually is, let's head to the kitchen and see what the dietary requirements are. Firstly, I would like to explain that the body requires 3 main macronutrients from food to be processed and to create energy. This process is called the metabolism. Inside our body, they are then converted into smaller and simpler molecules, making it easier for our body to absorb. The first part is carbohydrates, like bread, fruits, grains, and vegetables. It's the main source of energy for the body after being broken down into glucose. The next one is fat, which will then be broken down into fatty acids. They support the body function, such as maintaining the body heat and providing cushion for vital organs. Most dairy products like butter, oil, avocado, and nuts are food that contains fat. And the last one is protein, which is used to build muscles. Meat and poultry products usually contain protein. After being broken down into smaller molecules, the cell respiration process begins. It all happens in our mitochondria. The food we eat combines with the oxygen from our respiration, resulting in CO2, water, and ATP as energy currency. But what if we eat too much? Well, luckily, we have this amazing blood level inspector called the insulin. After eating, the energy will enter our blood as blood sugar. Some of them will then be directly used by the cells. The amount is to be determined by our basal metabolic rate, which is the rate of energy we require to sustain the body's normal function, such as maintaining its temperature while we are completely at rest. The energy is also used to support our daily activities, not only physical activities like sports, but also incidental ones, like sleeping, studying, and also cooking. Therefore, we know that daily activities also contribute in determining how much energy we actually require per day. If you'd like to know more about your daily energy requirement, make sure to check this link below. If the insulin senses that the blood sugar is too high, it will direct them to be stored. Carbs as glycogen, protein as protein synthesis, and fats in adipocyte cells. They are then to be used when our body lacks of energy reserves. The alkaline diet restricts a lot of food and heavily emphasizes on eating fruits and vegetables. Although fruits and vegetables are categorized as carbs, they are fibers, which is a part of carbs that is not easily digestible by our body. Therefore, they are not able to be converted into glucose and be used as energy. Furthermore, fruits and vegetables have low energy density, meaning that by eating fruit and vegetable, you will gain less energy compared to eating food with high energy density. Therefore, you will be more likely to experience calorie deficit, where your energy intake is lower than your energy expenditure. This means that to support your daily activities, your body has to use energy reserve from glycogen. However, if the glycogen reserve runs low, your body will turn into gluconeogenesis state, where your body converts protein and fat from adipocyte cells into glucose and use them as energy. As the adipocyte cells shrink, your body will shrink as well. However, in an unhealthy way. If you use protein as glucose, you will experience loss of muscle mass, which is undesirable. So how effective this diet actually is? Here are some of my key findings from trustworthy and recent journals which have undergone peer review. Firstly, the alkaline diet claims that by eating more alkaline food, we are able to alter our blood pH. This is wrong. A study which gathered participants from all categories of ages proves that this is wrong. The intervention group are asked to only eat alkaline food for 7 days. The result is, after 7 days, their blood pH remains at the same level as before. This is because the kidney has their own blood pH regulator. They are gonna release hydrogen and HCO3 to regulate blood pH. Secondly, the alkaline diet restricts a lot of food and heavily emphasizes on eating fruits and vegetables. Therefore, those with alkaline diet are more likely to experience lack of energy sources. Furthermore, they only allow small category of filling carbs. Not eating enough carbs on extreme cases may cause seizure and sometimes death. Furthermore, not eating enough red meat are often associated by iron deficiency anemia. A cross-sectional study in Jordan back in 2013 confirms that there is a correlation between low consumption of red meat and anemia. And lastly, as the diet is highly fiber-based, we are more likely to experience the feeling of bloating, as the digestion of fiber by our gut microbiome may cause us to pass gas. The diet highly recommends eating healthy food with low carbohydrates, which could promote weight loss. A recent study in 2013 with control and intervention group who are asked to eat Mediterranean diet, which is pretty much the same as the alkaline diet, as they are asked to eat fruits and vegetables. The result is that the intervention group has lower inflammation. Therefore, it is then concluded that fruit and vegetable-based diet has an inverse relationship with inflammation. Furthermore, this diet is heavily fiber-based. Therefore, in an optimal amount, fiber is optimal for our body, as they could help with constipation. So the bottom line is, we could apply this diet, but we have to remember to also consume other components as well to keep our body healthy.